in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Indiana's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Sparty bit his nails all the way down to his cuticles, but pulled out a victory the last time they saw the Hoosiers.
And this rivalry goes back a long way, but Michigan State, man, this is kind of the story of the rivalry, right? They find a way to get it done, win the game. It was a close game, Jesse. Indiana fought, but Michigan State does what they do in this series, and they took care of business.
It was so physical, you're right. The players just looked exhausted, but they still had enough juice left to hold up the old Brass Spittoon at the end of the day. They want to do that again.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That's caught. It's Bond. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. That's caught. It's Harris. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And the Hoosiers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Hoosiers can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. Completes the shuffle pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Hoosiers! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Spartans offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so much.
There he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quickly complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Good work up front to get that 1st down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Boyd. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Dropping back, it's Childs. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. They'll start this drive from the 42. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Snagged out of the air. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The toss to the outside. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll leave it with him. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Motion from the wideout. A first down run on the doorstep.
Everybody on defense did such a good job on that play, leveraging the football and using the sideline to their advantage. They weren't letting him get north. They forced him east-west, got him out of bounds for a loss.
Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Got the quick completion. Breaks into the open. First guy never seems to get him as he finds his way out to the 19.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second 5.
Continues to fight for yards. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. On the move and looking deep. Makes the grab on the left side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
QB draw. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, 3rd down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This would be huge right before the half.
And I think that completion is as good as a 1st down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold has struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over UCLA. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Child. Good timing on the quick out. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burris, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop him.
Makes the catch. It's Marsh. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
He's got it on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Tuggle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Catch in the middle. It's Tuggle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the catch. It's Bond. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Rushes on him. Catch in the middle, it's Tuggle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Finds his tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Quick spin on the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Got his man down the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Michigan State.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Parachek. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
You know, to a lot of people, it's just a brass spittoon. But to these teams, it means so much more, and it sure looks like it so far.
The Hoosiers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Gilliam. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Wants to fire on second down.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Got his man. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Going with the ground game left. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Spartans will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and take it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Off the play fake on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Hoosiers will have it first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Barker. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Barker. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. To throw, it's Mendoza. Back swinging with the goal line. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Gets the back moving. Now they'll run it on the toss. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying to get the edge on the right. Creates a little space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start off offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He's going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
And that is great 3rd down and short defense. You're thinking up the middle. You got to react to something wide. Great job seeing the toss, stretching it out, making sure they don't get downhill, making sure they don't get the 1st down.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Oh, they're after him. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Going right to work up top. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this.
Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Indiana! They take the lead with the 6th.
Job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped sometimes.
Lofts one high and deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Looking for a man. It's Childs. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Indiana sends the offense onto the field.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming up.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Childs. Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second. There he goes. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Smarty.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Got it in the middle, it's Harris. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Hoosiers are marching down the field. Spins away from the defense.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Working that left side now. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. There are many brass spittoons, most of them quite common, but none quite as famous as the old brass spittoon, the trophy itself, first created for this series in 1950.
This has been a great rivalry in the Big Ten. I know they went to different divisions. This was a protected cross-division rivalry for a little while. It isn't anymore. They don't play every single year, but when they do meet up, David, it's must-watch TV.
And I think the coolest part about this rivalry is the trophy. And Reese omitted it. He usually doesn't do that. He's usually always on top of all of these details, but he kind of missed it. Back in 1950, 50 Michigan State students were trying to make it more exciting. So they went by this store and basically bought a $25 trophy. An old Brass Spittoon. It's kind of gross, it's kind of nasty, but it's kind of awesome.
He's taking the shot. Makes the grab. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hoosier!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Childs. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Got his man downfield. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Hold on.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Lets it fly. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Bringing the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Another incompletion on third down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Direct snap. Running into the open space. Building momentum. Picking up a chunk of yardage. Moving the chains out to the 34. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Boyd. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down. You get out of bounds. You work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Collier. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Spartans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
70 seconds left, and they line up for this all-important onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big one.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the 1st down.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quick completion to the right. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. The rivalry started in 1922 in Bloomington with a Hoosier win, but the old Brass Spittoon first awarded in 1950 when they resumed play after a pause for World War II.
Yeah, Indiana might have won the first one, Reese, but Michigan State has owned the old Brass Spittoon. And they have owned this series. It's been very one-sided. They've dominated it, Jesse, so I'm looking forward to see if Indiana can kind of reverse that trend.
And I know this is a rivalry that a lot of college basketball fans get really excited for every year, but the football rivalry is pretty good, too, and you've both just very eloquently laid out why and the history behind this game. They do not like each other.
Fires to the big fella.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots and put some pressure on the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. Quick completion on the out route. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Last chance coming up. Unloads it downfield. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. To the victor go the spoils, and the old Brass Spittoon